What's up, YouTube fans? Today we'll be unboxing and building the Blokees Capcom Megaman Zero. So this was sent to me by Blokees, and this is the first in the line of Megaman figures that they're putting out. I saw them at New York Toy Fair. The line looks pretty awesome. And actually, they sent me two to look at. We also have the Shooting Star Megaman, which I'll be doing later. But this one was from 2002, a game on the Game Boy Advance, which I never played. I never had a Game Boy Advance, but pretty cool that they're making all different versions of Mega Man, not just Mega Man X. It does say Champion class, so it's kind of like the more advanced. Champion is like their, premium version of the classic class, right? It has like more accessories and a little bit more going on. On this side, we have it with his saber. And on the back, we've got interchangeable faces, interchangeable hands, buster shot, saber, and recoil rods. So some cool weapons there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runners. Although one of the runners is just the weapon, so not too bad. Seems like a pretty straightforward build. Let's get it open. And I was excited to look at least one of these. So I appreciate them sending this out. All right, we get the instruction book. And just like most of the figures from Blokees, you build it by limb. So you build the legs, and then the arms, the head, and the body, and then you put it all together. So there's the assembly. On this side, you see the weapons, how those go. And the gun looks like there's a unique hand just for the gun. That's interesting. So you get a separate hand for the gun and for the sword, so you don't have to take it off, which is cool. All right, let me just get some parts out. I'm not going to take them all out because not necessary really. So you get a translucent display stand. A lot of people ask me, what stand do I use in my reviews for display for like the final recommendations? This is the stand I use. It's the Blokees stand. Has a nice little gripper here, rubber pieces here. So it just works really well for reviews, so I use it. But this is basically the same thing but done in clear parts. Here is the runner. I just wanted to see, it does appear to be painted parts. So that's cool. Or they have a finish on them at least. That's nice. All right, well, we'll get this all open, and I will do it my normal method of building it in fast forward so you can see it from the ground up. Actually, here's some of those accessories. We got the alternate faces. It's a very cool looking Mega Man. Looks like the helmet, the alternate hands. So you got some parts here. All right, so we'll get this built and then we'll take a look. All right, there is Mega Man Zero all built. And I think this looks really nice. Build process, relatively straightforward, pretty easy, similar to a lot of the other figures. They've innovated, obviously, a lot more articulation. One thing I wanted to mention is I had assembled the elbow wrong, and it was popping off very easily. So I went back and looked at the instructions, and sure enough, I had put it in upside down. So just make sure you have the direction correct as you're assembling the parts. The instructions really pointed out pretty well. Just have to be paying attention, but really nice detail. You got the blue crystal here for head crest, painted eyes, gold for the neck, forearms, and ankles. A little bit of gold here on the chest. On the back, you got a gold piece right here on the back, and then the hair sculpted in. That is articulated. It really looks great. One question that people often ask is, did I have extra parts? Yes, there's usually a couple extra parts. I'm just going to tell you exactly what it had so you know what's extra. You get one of these double ball pegs, which don't need. You get two of these ball pegs, which are for the hands. Again, don't need it. You get one of these, which is a shoulder joint, extra shoulder joint. And then you get one of these, which is a joint for the foot. They just do it this way because it fits on the runner. It's easier to just put it there than have a blank. But I don't really need the spare parts, so I always just get rid of them. Let's take it off the stand. The stand is really nice to get these pegs here to peg in the bottom of the feet. It's very secure. So I appreciate them including that. Let's go over the articulation. Head and neck are on a double ball peg. So you get way down to there, way back to there, side to side, rotation. The neck has two little bumps on the front, so that's how you know kind of where it's supposed to be positioned. The hair is on a ball joint, so it gets up to there, down to there, rotates, and goes side to side. You know, that works really well. You can also pull it out if you don't want the hair there. Shoulders, ton of articulation. You have a butterfly joint built in right here. I'll show you from the back. So you can articulate the shoulder blades, actual shoulder blades, give you a butterfly joint. That's cool. The shoulder itself can rotate around on a peg, out to the side, up to there. The shoulder pad does have a little bit of movement, but it moves with the arm. It's on a ball peg. So I just really like the way they did that joint. Rotation here at the bicep. That works pretty well. Double jointed elbow. If you go too far, it will pop out. So this is the joint I was talking about that I had it upside down. So that just pegs in there. But double jointed elbow gets you almost a full bend there. That looks really nice. Wrist are on a ball joint, so you rotate all the way around. Coming down the waist, you have two waist joints. You have one here and one down here. So the upper one, forward and backward. You can see it exposes some detail under there. Down to there, side to side, and a rotation. Lower one, back to there. Combining the two, down to there, side to side, and also a rotation. So you get rotation, full movement at both ab joints. Like, that's typically not how the figures work. So that's pretty good. Drop down hinge at the legs allows you to get the kick all the way past, all the way up, all the way back, out to the side, up to there. Rotation on a universal, different from the way they used to do it. Now they include universal on these. So that's really well done. Double jointed knee, full bend, nice knee pad there. That works well. And then coming down the feet, you have ankle tilts, forward and backward. Toe tilt, up for a walking pose, nice boots. And you can rotate this joint in the boot, so if you want it to angle at a different angle, you can. All right, let's take a look at the accessories. And most of them come with a pre-fit hand. And you don't need to remove the hand. This gun, you know, obviously it's separate. It's two pieces here, but I've already attached the hand here. It's actually a little challenging to get it off, to be honest. But you don't need to, because this hand is specifically made for this gun. So that looks really nice. To use it, you'll just pop off the hand from the ball joint, pop on the weapon in the hand, and there you go. Pretty nice weapon. You can do an undergrip or like a stabilization grip if you want. Something like that. Yeah. We also get some weapons. So you get two of these blades, and I forgot what they call them. The recoil rods, and they look good as an undergrip, so that's why I have it like that. But popped off the hand, pop on this one. And again, these weapons can be removed if you really want to. You can slide this off. It's just pretty tight. There we go. So if you just wanted the gripping hand, you can use it, but Obviously, who would do that, right? You want the weapons. So get this pegged on here, and then get this pegged on here, and you have this undergrip weapon. That's pretty nice. And you do get 2 of those. So if you want him with that look, we can grab the other one. You also get this saber. So you can choose between 2 of these or 1 of these, whatever. That looks pretty nice. Nice option there. And then you get this effect hand part. Obviously some kind of super power up that I don't know because I'd never played the game. Has a Z there painted in the hand. This has articulation on this joint. This one is actually a double ball peg. So when you put that in here, you get some articulation out of that. But he has this. That looks good. We also get some alternate faces. Swapping out the face is a little bit challenging, so pop off the hair just to get out of your way. You do have to lift up on the helmet. Then you can pop the head off. It's just 2 pegs on the face. I said head, I meant face. And we can pop on this one. So get that pegged on there, and then get the helmet pegged back on. It actually slides back. I don't know. It's a yelling face. I guess it's accurate. It looks weird to me. But it's all right. We also get a blinking or sleeping face. And again, I never played the game, so I don't understand the reference. So again, you can pop the face onto here and then pop the helmet on there and you get this look. So some nice face options here. Me personally, I just stick with the original face, but glad that they included these options. And for size comparison, there it is next to the Super Mario Brothers movie Mario. And we'll take a measurement here. It's 5.5 inches, maybe 5 5/8 inches to the top of the head. So would fit in with a 6-inch figure line. And let's take a quick weight, something I've been doing more recently. So this guy comes in at 1.5 ounces or 42 grams. He's pretty light. Just as a comparison, Mario here is 101 grams or 3 5/8 ounces. So I think the lightweight factor gives him a lot of posability because there's no weight down low, which allows you to get some crazy poses, which we'll look at in a second. So final recommendations on the Blokees and Capcom Megaman Zero. I think this is a phenomenal version of Mega Man. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. Strong recommendation. And I know I've been giving them 5 out of 5s, but this deserves it. The articulation is top notch. You get all the accessories you'd want. You get the swords, you get the rods, you get the alternate faces, you get the gun, you get alternate hands. You even get the effect hand. I don't know what it is. The build quality is pretty darn good. As long as you build it properly in the right sequence, things hold together well. It doesn't just pop apart, fall apart. And I think I have seen reviews recently where people complain that it comes apart very easily. If you've put it together according to the instructions, it shouldn't fall apart, right? You could play with it, mess with it, pose it. This is a pretty aggressive pose here, and it doesn't have any issues. So I'm really impressed with the advancement and the innovation that they have every time I look at another action figure from them. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Blokees. We'll see you next time.